This portion of the news is brought to you by the new Shell and Let It, designed for extra miles.
The Royal Bahamas Police Force laid one of its own to his final rest today. Family and friends assembled at the Church of God Auditorium on Joe Farrington Road this morning to attend the funeral services of the late retired Corporal Thomas Greenslade. The retired police officer joined the force in 1957 and worked in several divisions until his departure in 1972. His sons, current Police Commissioner Ellison Greenslade and Chief Superintendent Ashton Greenslade, followed in his footsteps. He was fondly remembered as a man who loved his family, career, and country. Among those extending condolences to the family were Prime Minister the Right Honorable Perry Christie and Bahamas Christian Council President Reverend Radford Patterson.
So when you measure this man, and you measure his wife, you place them in a category of a family driven by humble circumstances, but who inspired their children to become special. And they did. And who God graced with a life, however challenging, long enough to be enriched by what they produced.
That God will not put more on you than you can handle. I want to thank you, Commissioner and family, for the work that you did in helping to making sure that the last days of your father's life was comfortable.
Student safety will be a priority at the University of the Bahamas, and the College of the Bahamas is currently taking steps to upgrade its security department. Among the many changes taking place at the tertiary institution will be the addition of campus police, something College President Dr. Rodney Smith says officials are presently working on establishing. Dr. Smith says this change comes as the college environment is also expected to change to a busier one as it moves to become a residential campus.
We're working with the commissioner on interviewing individuals for our University Police Department. Our chief, our director of security, who will become our chief of police, is Glenn Miller. He's been interviewing individuals as well. We expect to transition our security department into a University Police Department in the spring of 2016. So that's a big part of it as well. We expect to begin construction on residential facilities as well in the spring of 2016. That means we have to expand our student affairs division as well.
Dr. Smith says the University of the Bahamas Police will participate in training programs other university police always get to engage in. He says the college security department have participated in webinars for security purposes. Safety on the campus has been a long-standing concern for COB students, and Dr. Smith says an advantage of having a university police department is to enable officers to make arrests.
That's really, really important to have, particularly on a residential campus. We will have a lot of security on our campus. It will be a closed campus, particularly the residential part of the campus. But at the same time, we need officers who are going to be there on the spot. We're going to have surveillance throughout our campus by way of technology. We're going to have emergency call stations throughout the campus as well. But at the same time, having an officer or having officers on campus with the power of arrest who are actually making sure that the perimeter is secure, that's exceptionally important.
Remembrance Day will be observed tomorrow, and Police Traffic Division officials suggest to motorists find an alternative route when accessing downtown from Bay Street to Parliament Street due to the festivities. Traffic management measures will be activated to ensure a smooth transition from the church service at Christ Church Cathedral and onto the cenotaph. Officer in charge of the Police Traffic Division is Superintendent Craig Stubbs.
As of 7 a.m. on Sunday, the 8th, Bay Street, northern and southern side will be closed to vehicular traffic. There will be no parking on either side of the Bay Street corridor from Navy Lion Road to East Street. George Street on the southern and northern side, there will be no parking on either western or eastern side of George Street until the completion of the service at Christ Church Cathedral. And then we move on to the cenotaph Parliament Street. Parliament Street will be closed to all vehicular traffic during the ceremony at the cenotaph, and there will be no parking from 7 a.m. until the service at the cenotaph is completed.
Senior Technical Officer at the Ministry of Youth, Sports and Culture, Louise Simmons, said involving the youth in these activities is one way to make history relevant to them.
This is actually a teachable moment for our youth, and so on Sunday, November 8th, observers can expect to see the Royal Bahamas Defense Force Rangers, the Missionettes, the Girls Brigade, the Boys Brigade, the Bahama Junior Brass Band, the Bahama Youth Brass Band, the Scout Association, the Girl Guides Association, Bahamas Junior Red Cross Links, the Royal Ambassadors, and of course the Pathfinder Youth Organization. Again, these observances provides a lesson in history for our youth who are expected to carry on the ceremonial events in the future.
Highlights from the GSSA Sudden Death Volleyball Playoffs coming up in sports with Julian Gibson.